expectations.
Okay.
Oh, I was expecting sex as well.
You were expecting sex?
A lot of sex.
A lot of sex?
Yeah. I don't know what a lot of sex is, but
if I wrote a book about where we stand, and the title of my book would be Life with Superman. That's how you make me feel.
Hi family, welcome to the last chapter of our series, which we are calling Same Book Different Chapters. So today we're telling you guys about the current state of our relationship. We're going to do it in a Q&A style, and we're also going to address the famous baby question. When are we having babies?
when are you getting married?
Hello, is this on here?
Go.
When are you getting married?
My name is Letho, and thank you so much to our returning subscribers. If you are new to the family, please make sure you click the subscribe button and join this lovely family. And also follow us on our social media pages. On Facebook, it's Letho&mbulelo. On Instagram, it's Letho_and_mbulelo. And this is my lovely, handsome, dark chocolate black coffee.
Dark coffee.
Dark coffee. Dark coffee. Husband. He's gonna introduce himself.
Hello family, my name is Mr. Chamtula Dai, the leader of the new Swisha Man of the winning team, man of integrity in our society, the principal of principles. And today, as my wife has said, we are sadly concluding the book. We are closing the book. This is the last chapter. So last week we took a break. We hope that you enjoyed those pranks. We brought 2 pranks. We were pranking my wife's parents, the mother and the father.
Your in-laws.
my in-laws. I mean, so if you missed out on those pranks, they were hilarious and also sweet and cute and everything.
Yeah.
Please do check them out. And then we also, but before we even go into that one, let me just start with this. Let me just tell you about who we are, so that if you are here for the first time, you know exactly who you're dealing with. So this is Mbulelo, the husband, almost said my husband. And this is Letho Guhle, aka Letho. That is my beautiful wife, Zulu wife, Pinky.
Pinky. Wow.
We are a South African married Christian couple that loves God, we love love, we love life, laughter and adventure. So our videos are basically just inspired by those. If you like that kind of content, please make sure that you join the family by clicking on the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell, because I mean last week no one knew that we were bringing pranks, man. So you would have missed out if you don't have your post notification bell. But let's just quickly recap so that you know why are we on chapter 4, what was on chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and my wife is going to quickly do that for us.
Okay, so chapter 1, we were telling you guys about the early stages of our relationship where we had to deal with the long distance. Chapter 2, we were now telling you about when Mbulelo and I moved in together before we got married, and then we had to move out, and then after marriage we had to move in again. And then chapter 3 was when we were telling you guys about how we knew that Mbulelo is the one, well, how I knew that Mbulelo is the one, and how he knew that I am the one. So today it's chapter 4, like we have said, and it's the last chapter, and we're telling you about this chapter now. What's going on in our relationship, where we are we happy, do we regret getting married, what's going on?
The first question that we are going to be addressing is
Expectations.
Like
when we got married, what expectations did we have? Do you want to go first?
No, you go first.
You want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay, no, it's fine. I'll go first. Well, the expectations that I had, actually expectations of myself, because when we got married, I had plans. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to cook for my husband every day. I'm going to wear lingerie every day. Every night. So yeah guys, I had a lot of plans. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be the best wife Mbulelo has ever had. Well, I'm the only wife Mbulelo has ever had.
Someone who's had 7 wives.
So yeah, guys. Oh, and another thing is because we were not staying together, and then there was lockdown. So I thought after we get married and it's gonna be lockdown, so we're gonna watch movies every night or every second night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
I will deal with that.
Okay.
So those are the expectations that I had. It's actually expectations that I had of myself. I really thought I was gonna, I was gonna be that wife.
with me as well, like I honestly didn't think that, like I wasn't expecting anything from you per se.
Yeah.
You know, because I consider myself as a self-sufficient person. So
Yeah.
I didn't think that I was coming into the marriage to get something from you.
Yeah.
But I was expecting
To give.
to not really to just give, but in the marriage itself, there were certain things that I was expecting,
Yeah.
like more home cooked meals, you know, as opposed to like takeaways. You know, after gym you just go and get takeaways.
Yeah.
And then I was also expecting another thing. I was expecting us to spend a lot of time together, like a lot of quality time together, to say, because we are in the same space. We are gonna be spending a lot of time.
Yes.
We are gonna be this one is a short-term one. We're
Yeah.
also gonna be shooting a lot of YouTube videos now that we're in the same space. I also like, it was just, you know, those frivolous things. It wasn't really anything
Like
big to
huge
say.
expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my expectations.
Okay.
Oh, I was expecting sex as well.
We were expecting sex.
A lot of sex.
A lot of sex.
Yeah. I don't know what a lot of sex is, but I heard this interview this one time. Boris, what's his name? Boris Kojo.
I don't know.
You don't know Boris Kojo?
No.
Boris Kojo. He was saying, I think they had been married for some years with his wife, and he said that, which I didn't believe, but I mean, I wasn't married at the time, so I thought maybe I'll understand when I get married. He said that they had sex every night.
Every night.
Every night. So I wasn't really expecting every night, but I was expecting like every second night. But yeah.
But that's a different topic altogether, because it's not like you didn't get a lot of sex because I was saying no.
Yeah.
Because I never say no.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay,
Okay, let's
move on to the next question.
Of those expectations that you had, which ones were met and which ones were not met?
Firstly, lingerie every night, it's not practical. It was cold when we got married, Nem. It was winter, or we were approaching.
That sounds like an excuse to me.
It's not an excuse, guys. You can't be wearing strings in winter, like.
But when you had those expectations, didn't you know that it was winter?
I knew, but I was thinking maybe I'll try and warm me up or something. I don't know. But then I was like, no, I actually need my pajamas. It's so cold.
Issue with pajamas, I still have
But
an issue.
oh yeah, you do actually have an issue with pajamas in bed.
Please, go on.
Okay, guys. So lingerie every now and then, but yeah, sometimes I just need to be comfortable.
But it's summer now, okay? So you can
Yeah,
still
summer.
fulfill
Okay, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
And then with cooking every night, I cook 5 days per week, so it's almost met in a way.
Yeah, no, that one is
Okay, so with movies, I don't know. I think Mbulelo, the only movie that I can watch with Mbulelo is Coach Carter. That's the only movie
and
that he
other
watches.
movies.
Other movies, you fall asleep in.
I've watched movies, like there's a movie that I think I watched 2 movies without you were not there, and I didn't sleep. It's just your choice of movies. Yeah, that movie with the lawyer, and I just forgot.
Remember, we were supposed to watch. Yes, we were supposed to watch that movie together. Mbulelo decided to watch it on his own.
Yeah, because I wasn't gonna wait. I wasn't following because I knew that. Okay, let's move on. Yeah. So it's just.
I feel like this is now becoming some sort of a therapy session. You're like, no, he didn't wait for me. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, let me tell you about my unmet expectations and one met expectation.
One met.
Me expecting to spend a lot of time. I do believe that we could still spend. The thing is, we spend a lot of time in the same space, but I don't think we spend as much time quality time together, where we're looking into each other's eyes. As much as I don't like that much,
we never look at each other like that.
Yeah, but spending time and having conversations and all those kind of things.
Yeah,
that is, I believe that can still improve. I also, in terms of cooking, I didn't really have expectations, to be quite honest. That was not one of my expectations, because I mean, if you want to cook, you can cook. If you don't want, so if you come to our house and you are expecting for someone to cook for you, I am not expecting her to cook. She just cooks whenever she feels like it. Maybe it's you get here on the day that she doesn't want to cook. So don't be saying, hey, I'm kilograms. Hey man, that's just how it is. And then I also had an expectation, I forgot to mention this one. I also had an expectation about ironing, ne? and laundry. But then laundry, I was expecting that I'm gonna be doing the laundry, and that expectation is met. I do laundry about 3 times a week. And then
I feel like you enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. It's my therapy.
Yeah.
And then ironing, because there was a time we were staying together, you used to iron for me, and then you stopped. I thought, now that we are married, I thought you stopped maybe because we are not married. Now that we're married, I thought.
But where are you going with this ironing? Like ironing your clothes for you to work from home?
No, just ironing. Even when I'm gonna be like, when we're gonna be shooting, I'm be like, hey, bring your t-shirt. What are you gonna be wearing? Bring a t-shirt.
Okay.
Ironing. Don't now want to over-explain.
Okay,
ironing.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And then, what other expectation did I have? Oh, sex. The sex. It's not anyone's fault. It's not your fault. It's just the timing. Sometimes, especially with when it was locked down. And then the work and daily life things, and then you just want to go and sleep. You know, sometimes you just you just put your head in the like you just be hugging your wife, and then you go to sleep. That's it. So that one I can't really say it's unmet. So basically, I don't believe that all these expectations are not met. But they rather not met yet.
As yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's only been 4 months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the next question?
The next question is, what have you learned about yourself in this, in the marriage space?
In this past 4 months.
Yeah.
Well, for me, one thing that I've learned is that I'm not patient. Okay? So for instance, when I ask Mbulelo to wash the dishes, and if he doesn't wash them in my timing, I'll then just decide to wash them myself. So I can't wait. Like I want things to be done like now. If I want something to be done, I want it to be done now.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things.
Okay, and another thing is I actually do enjoy being a wife. I like cooking, taking care of him, bringing him snacks while he is working, and so on and so on. So I actually do enjoy that, and actually I do enjoy ironing your clothes, baby. When you ask me, it's just that it never crosses my mind. But if you say, baby, can you please iron this thing for me, I don't mind. I never say no.
I forgot to ask you.
Yeah, you always forget to ask, and next thing I know, you're ironing your own clothes, and I'm like, baby, you can always ask me if you need something to be ironed, then I'll do it for you. So I actually do enjoy being a wife, cooking, cleaning, just taking care of this home. So I actually do enjoy that.
Okay. So that's what you learned about yourself.
That's what I've learned. Yeah. And I never thought I would enjoy it, to be honest. Yeah. But now that I'm in it.
I remember there was a time when you said even when you get married, you still want to live like in your own house. That's what you said.
What did you say?
Like I was so shocked. You said when we get married, I'm gonna live in my own house, and then you're gonna live in your own house.
No, baby.
You said that. Remember, you didn't really want to get married.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't want to get married.
And then when you were sort of warming up to the idea, you said, I think it's because of what was going on at the time. Like you didn't want to be in the same space. And then you said, no, even if we do get married, I'll still live in my own place. I'm like, okay.
So that you can do your own things, like walking house and everything. Yeah. Okay.
So with me, what I've learned about myself is that I'm also not very patient. I don't know when because there are times when I'm patient. I think when I have told myself, I need to tell myself beforehand to say, okay, this is going to require patience, and then I apply that. I'm going to be patient. But other than that, I'm not very patient. I find myself very I just flip J without even noticing. And also I have noticed that I am I think the impatient also comes in terms of not very understanding when someone is not understanding something. So basically I'm saying this is common sense.
Yeah.
And that I actually used to laugh about it at first. I used to laugh about it to say no, like it's common sense.
Not so common.
Yeah, but then when you get to live with a person and then you are working towards one goal, but then there's things that they don't understand, then you start to say, okay, maybe it's not so common. So it makes me become impatient as well, because I'm thinking that's common sense. And also this is hard to say, but it also makes me a sarcastic person. Like I become sarcastic, when you, like, I'm thinking, shouldn't you know this? Sometimes it's the way I express myself, or it's actually maybe it's just my body language. I might not necessarily say it, but sometimes I'll say it in words. So yeah, sarcasm, impatient, and also though another, patience is also a good thing that I've learned about myself, that I can be patient, because I thought I was the most impatient person. And I do believe that I'm very considerate as well, and I do like to impress my wife. So those are the things that I learned about myself.
Okay, alright, and what have you learned about me?
Okay, I think it's things that I always knew, but I mean now it's just a confirmation to say that you are a very caring person. I have learned that I shouldn't have started the positive one. I have learned that you are impatient and you want things done your way.
Yeah.
And I have also learned that you are an extremist. Like it's either it's this corner or this corner.
Yeah, you are.
And you prefer leaving things. Like if we're trying to, because if we're trying to talk about something and then it's not really going your way, and then you decide, not really your way, but when you can see that, actually you're not getting your way, you rather leave it.
Not because I'm not winning the argument,
No,
because
if
we're not
reaching
a resolution. We're not
yeah.
winning. We're both not winning in this argument. Then I'll rather just leave it for that.
Yeah, you don't have to justify yourself.
But I don't want it to sound like I want it my way or my way.
Yeah. And then you just decide to say, okay, you know what, let's just leave it. And then another thing that I've also learned about you, so it's the caring part, it's also like the extremist, and then the other one. Okay, you can say the ones that you've learned about me so far. Okay, I'll come back. Yeah.
Okay, for me, what I have learned about my husband, he is very caring and very considerate, like he has said. Because he doesn't expect me to cook every night or to do like wifey things, clean. What else? Like do the laundry myself. He does the laundry like he has said, and sometimes when I'm cleaning he'll say, no, this week has been a very hard week for you at work, so you need to rest this weekend, so we just get someone to come and clean. Even with the cooking, because I remember when we got married I was cooking I think every day, and then I told him that I don't want to cook on weekends. I don't want to cook on weekends. So he said, no, it's fine, you don't have to cook on weekends, and he didn't have an issue with that. It's not like I was like, you're not gonna cook, so now we're gonna have to eat out. So so weekends are now like date nights, and we go on dates on weekends, so it's always good. Like he's very caring, but you're very caring, and you're very, very loving, very considerate, and
But there has to be something negative though.
What I've learned negative, to be honest, that's one thing I've learned. The other ones I've always known. Like during the marriage, like that's one thing that I've always that I have learned.
Yeah. Okay. And then, what is one thing that you've learned about us
About us,
as a unit now? Yeah.
what I've learned is we care deeply about one another, and we do love each other, and we enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
So we don't mind spending time. I know we said we don't spend as much time together, but we do, like, obviously we watch TV together. Sometimes we eat lunch together. I know we're both working from home, but sometimes we don't eat lunch together because work gets hectic. But what I've learned is that we do not mind compromising when the other person, is hurt, or I don't know how to put it, but we listen to each other, and we care, and we try to understand each other's feelings, and I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. With me, I've learned that we make a mean team, in terms of we have very solid units, and this is something that we've built over the years. Like, in terms of, even with this channel, when we decided that we now gonna be consistent, this is what we're gonna be doing, we always reach an agreement, and we are very much able to have conversations. And that's one of the reasons why we actually decided to open the channel, because of the conversations that we'll be having, like in the car. Because this for us is actually a conversation that we'll have. It's just that now it's scheduled to happen at this time. But this is a conversation, this is a conversation that we'll have at any given time. And also, even though we still, like, we can improve on this one in terms of praying together and reading the Bible together, but the fact that we are able to do that, like, you're not shying away, like when you're praying, you have to now go to the car, go and hide, but that's still a point of improvement. I also I have learned as well that this is one that I have been observing over the years. I have actually learned that coming from different backgrounds does have an impact, on how people behave. So I've seen how we interact, because I will say, like, maybe something in a closer tone, which is completely acceptable. I would communicate like that with my mother or my siblings or whoever. Like, I'll just say, "Abo, indon gogleyo," and then to you, it's like, whoa.
What the hell are you doing?
Did you just shout at me? And then I'm thinking I didn't. So that causes a misunderstanding sometimes. So, as much as I'm not saying that it should be a differentiating factor, but it does come up at times. So I have noticed that because we come from different backgrounds, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a cultural background, but just the fact that you come from a different environment, how people behave there, and also maybe the language thing. Sometimes we might have the same words, we might use the same words, but use it differently. And then the way you say, because I've also had issues with the way sometimes you say things. So,
until you see me with my family, and you're like, so this is how you guys talk actually. So it's not like you're being rude or anything.
So I've learned those things about ourselves, and also I was thinking about that. There's a lot, especially with the positive ones. I've realized that we also are very different, but at the same time we have a lot in common. Like we love laughter, we love God, exactly we love laughter. So we love the same things, even though we are different.
We're so different.
We're so different. And I think
what's the last question?
The last question is, what have you learned about marriage, the institution itself, so far in these 4 months?
What I've learned is that it's easier when you put the other person first. You know, like even when you're arguing, when you try to understand the other person, try to understand their emotions, and do not think that when you're arguing that person is trying to attack you. Just always try and remember as well that you are in the same team. You know, when you understand that you're in the same team and this is the person that you love, things become easier. Like everything just becomes easier. And when you put love first, when you do everything in love, even when you're making that food, you're gonna be happy. You're not gonna feel like you're a maid or anything. When you're doing that ironing, you're not gonna feel like oh my god, I'm not supposed to be doing this now, I'm the wife, you know. So just do everything in love and put the other person first, and it becomes easier. Well, it is easy, guys. It's not like marriage is hard. It's just easy, guys. When you love that person, it's just
Okay.
it's like breathing.
I've learned that I mean it's very similar to yours, that it's not about you. If you come in expecting to take, you're gonna be disappointed, because that's, I mean, two things that I've learned, or one thing that I've learned about two things. I've learned about expectations and sarcasm. Those things are of the devil. Like they come directly from hell. They were wrapped by the devil himself, because like if you are a sarcastic person and impatient, because they all go together. Like if you're impatient and sarcastic, you're not gonna, like, in terms of communication, you're breaking the communication the moment you start being sarcastic. Because I'm talking about this because I mean I'm the culprit here. So if you're being sarcastic, the other person will just walk away, especially dealing with someone like you who's an extremist. So the moment you see that you sense sarcasm, you just walk away. So you're breaking that line of communication. So that's what I've learned, that expectations and sarcasm are of the devil, and it's not about you. And now I think we can address the like what now question.
Okay.
In terms of, are we having any babies? Are we expecting a baby, or are we having a baby?
We're not expecting a baby.
And when are we having a baby?
I don't know. When are we having a baby?
When are we having a baby? In terms of our short-term plans, a baby is so basically what we're saying is that we're not going to be having a baby in the next 4 months.
Yeah.
I know that you take 9 months to have a baby, so we're not working on having a baby
We're not
now.
working on it.
Yeah, we're just trying to make sure that we stabilize, we understand one another, and we're working on the points of improvements as well, about ourselves, about the marriage, and also everything. We make sure that it is solid, because you don't want to bring another factor into this whole thing.
Another human being.
Yeah.
And also we still want to travel. And we're gonna be bringing you guys a lot of traveling content. Travel content. We're gonna be bringing you guys a lot of travel content, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to do a video. Maybe I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't tell them. So it's gonna be a surprise. Okay. Alright.
Okay, I think we can go to the shoutouts. Alright, so we are doing the notification gang shoutouts, and also our favorite comment from the last video. So the video chapter 3 of the series. So
not the last 2 videos.
Not the pranks.
Not
the pranks we didn't do the shoutouts. We just thought, let's just let it flow. So the shoutouts are gonna be coming from chapter 3. And the notification gang shoutout goes to Mbalati. She said, first one comment. That's all she said. She didn't say a run. And your favorite comment of from the last video? Then?
My favorite comment from the last video is from Ausbonolo Mabesa, and she said, I love the truth so much. The transparency, it's so refreshing. Keep it up, fam. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis Bonolo. And my favorite comment from chapter 3 is from Cedric Kwena Mashamaite, and he says, this episode was way too short. I love. There's no emoji, Cedric. Come on. Let's put on the emojis. And that is where we end the video, guys. We just want to end the series by saying that inhale, exhale, and breathe.